So, it's been casted. It's been decided. It's official. We now have a new, but not so new president in office now. Well, he's not in office yet, but within a month he'll be in office, and we'll see what happens. Everyone kind of scared, nervous, anxious about either way of it going. They were scared of what might happen if this person was put in office or if that person was put in office. But I did vote. I voted for, red. I did red. I voted red. My first big pick thing that I want to get done with is that this is America. This is the U.S. of motherfucking A. The land of the free, separate but equal, whatever, freedom, whatever it is. All I'm gonna say is like I don't understand why people put other people off, like they just cut them out, disregard them just because of a certain particular vote. I don't get that. I don't understand that. Because I have family members who have voted for the opposite side or have some sort of political disagreement, and they're still family. Because I don't really care to cut someone off that's important to me because of some political view or any kind of view whatsoever. Like, you can use any of the talking points of each candidate to disagree with someone, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're just a bad person or they should be cut out of your life. And I think that's more of your problem than it is their problem. Because I have a certain preference, as well as you. We're all entitled to our own opinions and preferences and prerogatives, whatever you want to call it. We're all entitled to it. So why get mad at someone else for using their, you know what I mean? I don't really. I did just get off of work too, so if I look a little musty, look a little gross, just put it aside. Yeah, I'm a working man. I live alone. I live in my own crib, and some days I can't eat. I probably eat every day still, but some days I don't eat as much. I wish I could be sitting at 150 pounds easily, no problem. But you gotta save money, and you gotta be prepared for those rainy days that come along with a troubled society, world kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not a very political person. To be honest, I didn't do a lot of research. A lot of it was just watching. I don't want to say influencers, because it wasn't influencers. It was more people who have like a voice and have a trusted voice from either side. If someone from one side sound like they're very articulate and very knowledgeable in what they believe in, I'm gonna listen. But if you're just spitting, screaming, and cursing and demeaning, then I'm not gonna listen to you. And I'm not gonna lie. That comes more from the opposite side that I voted for. It's just what I noticed. Maybe it's just what the internet fed me, but that's what I noticed. I do that whole just nasty speaking to someone. It's just what it is. I still don't hate them. There's no hate for me to do. There's no hate for me. There's really not. I just don't get that. I don't get why you put someone off because you disagree with them so much on a very important but also not so important topic. I do believe that there should be less government. I do believe that the government shouldn't be involved in deep in our lives. I don't believe that. I don't believe that they should be watching our every footstep, something like that. I believe that we should have the right to do what we want to do on a daily basis within moral and legal reason. Don't be fucking breaking the law to fucking get a toe up. That's still, no matter what candidate is in place, that still happens. But yeah, I just don't understand why you put family, friends, boyfriend, girlfriends, whatever it is, off just because you disagree with them. I didn't bring my ashtray. Fuck. But anyways, so putting people aside, for putting people aside. My other reason why I voted for Trump was because I don't know. I don't like liars, and maybe they're both liars. Maybe one lied more than the other. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't do much deep diving. I did dive, but I didn't dive into the deep end. This just wasn't. I don't want to do that. Because at that point, I probably wouldn't have voted at all. Because if you deep dive into each candidate, you kind of find things you don't want to see. Because I won't lie, on the Trump side, there's some stuff that was like, you know what, maybe not. Other side, I was like, maybe not. It's just like, at some point, you just have to like cut out all the other bullshit from each side and just focus on what's kind of important. Like I was starting to say like I see people voting more selfishly than selflessly. Like you should vote selflessly. Like you should vote for the matter of what's important outside of yourself. Like you may know what I'm talking about. You may not. I'm not gonna describe it, but you may know. But all I know is that I care for what's important for the whole state, country, and nation, rather than just a small person in that state, city, town, whatever it is. I mean, it's just, this is why I don't like being political. This is why I don't like being political, just because you can make an argument for each side. It's like a very, like, just headbutting thing. Like, it's very hard to sway someone to believe what you believe without, like, pissing them off. Because, like, people really have certain feelings and certain thoughts about certain stuff, and they believe it full-heartedly, which is all praise to you. I mean, part of being a human is having a belief in something, and that kind of thing. So I can't really be mad at someone. I don't hate nobody for what they do. I hate for what they do to me going forward, kind of thing. Like if you fucked me up in the past, cool, whatever. But if you do it again tomorrow, it's like, dude, we just went through this yesterday. Like, I'm not gonna fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not gonna happen. Beside that point, though, I don't know. I'm not a political person. I voted somewhat blindly. I very much am a middle person. I'm a middle child. Most of my life I pick the middle because I agree with both sides. I agree with both sides. I agree that they got a point. It's very hard to like say, okay, I agree with them more because of this. I don't care about that. It's very hard because like I do kind of care about that, but I care about this a little more. So it's just a very like you gotta compromise for what is going to be the beneficiary, not just compromise or not just say this is it or the highway, this is my way or the highway. You can't really do that with things of the political nature. Like it's very, you're not gonna please everybody. You can't please everybody in any realm of anything. You just can't. Everyone has their own taste, their own thought, their own feeling. You can't do it, but some can still compromise with others to bring them on a different side and say, hey, I still care about you, but I care about me too. So I'm gonna try to work this both out for both of us. Like give us both, let us both get 50 cents so we can make $1. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I'm smoking in my room because it's cold outside. It's November 6th. It's like 6:07 p.m. I gotta go eat with my family here in a second. I pray to God that there's no political discussion about, oh, Trump is in office now, fuck America, we're doomed, or Kamala should have won. Like, things of the political nature should not be tearing families apart. Things of any nature should not be tearing families apart. The whole point is to keep families together because, I didn't grow up with a dad, and I consider myself pretty fucked up. My little brother included. I consider us all three pretty fucked up. It's not my mom's fault. It's not my grandparents' fault. It's just the fact that there was no united family. It was very separated, but together in a way. Like, we're all free to do whatever the fuck we want. We're all now free-thinking people. Some people don't have that, apparently. They don't have that freedom. They don't feel that freedom. They don't want to be by themselves, which, again, that's fine. But I didn't really smoke I didn't really smoke much of the cigar. Honestly, I didn't really want to. I just kind of wanted to do it for the aesthetic and the pleasure. So, fuck it. But I did promise a cigar video again. This cigar will hold up like 2 videos probably. This one and another one. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna let this bitch burn out. I hope y'all voted. Doesn't matter who you voted for. I personally don't give a fuck. If you voted for the other side and you have a problem with the way I voted, talk to me. In a civil way. We're all people. We all think different things. We're all together. We're all united in one way, under one person, under one being, under one God. So, I hope y'all have a good night. Good rest of your year. Even the past 4 years, even though it was kind of tough, some may say, it really wasn't that tough. Like, it's all about what you do with what you get. You know, like, sure you could say I was struggling, but I still got a roof over my head. I got food. I have enough money to buy this and let it fucking burn out. You know, I can do that if I want. I got a computer right here. I got 2 monitors, a PC. I got a bed. I got everything I need, so to speak. Wish I had more food. I wish I had more money, but I still have food and I still have money. You know, wanting more isn't always better. But if you think that having this person in office is going to ruin your life, you might want to change the way you think rather than change who's in office. I'll leave it at that. Y'all have a good day, good night, good year, good month, whatever it is. Take care.